There's fruit for our lives. When Jesus says in Revelation chapter 2 and verse 7, he says, "To him that overcome, I will give to eat of the fruit of the tree of life, which is in the middle of paradise of God." That makes us excited because we think about the themes of the paradise of God and being with him. But there's something that we miss if we go too fast. If you hit the fast forward button, you go too fast past what Jesus was signaling to his church and signing to his church that had an ear to hear. He said, the tree of life, and eating from it. Now, this is not the first time that the tree of life is being introduced to the people of God. As a matter of fact, in Genesis chapter 3 and verse 22 through 24, this is the first time we encounter two different types of trees. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and then the tree of life. Because Adam and Eve partook of the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, verses 22 through 24 says that Jesus had to put them out of the garden lest they immortalize sin. You've got to hear this mercy move. I need you to feel this right now in the response to the things that you feel pushed out from. Child of God, you may be pushed out from in God's mercy move so that you can be pulled through some things. You may be pushed out from some situations where God is trying to give you a new perspective in. And I'm so thankful that he pushed Adam and Eve out, because we would have had cancer forever. If we partook of that tree of life, we would have had depression forever. And so in this mercy move, God pushes you out. Right now, some of you feel pushed out. But I'm about to pull you back in by why God announces this tree of life in the book of Revelation. He says, to him that overcomes, I'm going to give you the fruit that is in the midst of paradise, which is the tree of life. God is saying, I'm now going to reverse the curse. Sometimes we feel cut off from things that God is simply trying to allow new created paths towards greatness. I want you to receive this moment right now and see what God is asking you to do right now. Don't pout. Look at the promise. The promise is that I'm going to allow you to eat of this fruit of the tree of life, which is in the middle of paradise. Not only am I going to give you back what the enemy stole, but I'm also going to upgrade you and give you a better setting than you ever had before in the middle of the paradise of God. Child of God, you got to hang in there. You got to press on. Just because you feel that you've been pushed out, you need to also see that you're being pulled through.